This video is about the potential issues of VTuber clips. No offense to any content creators and audiences, an issue may not exist in all clips. I want to share my thoughts on the clips from experience of watching clips, making clips myself, and eventually the feeling of viewing virtual streamer contents with a clipper perspective. There surely are many good things about VTuber clips. Many audiences first knew their beloved VTubers from separated clips. Comparing to hours-long streams that normally offer a full adventure of a game, a chatting stream, live concert, the clip is normally minutes long, selected and edited highlight moments with intriguing title and thumbnails specifically made for this very clip. Many VTubers show their appreciation to clippers. Some commission clippers to make highlight videos or channel trailer. Companies also put out official clips which allow audience the quick peek to the streamer's personality and streaming styles. In the meantime, many clippers get views and fans from clipping the streamer they enjoy watching. Audiences could also have both the full archive version and a temporary burst of emotion from clips that save a lot of time to watch. Win-win-win, right? Exactly. Perfectly balanced triangle. And that's all the positive things about clips I'm going to say in this video. Are you ready for the dark side? With their appreciations to the clippers and audiences, two streamers from HoloLive once mentioned their opinions on some inappropriate clips. Shirayuki Tomoe from HoloLive Japan 3rd generation had a serious talk with audiences on stream about some clickbait clips of her. They used misleading thumbnails and titles which implied things that she didn't actually say, or wrong information that gave audience bad impression of her, other streamers, their management, and HoloLive the company. She has discussed this issue with the company management, and she sincerely wishes those clippers to stop making misleading clips. Murasaki Shion from the 2nd generation has also brought up issue around fan-made videos. Right after the release of her song cover, there are people making it into several-hour endurance version, basically copying and pasting the song for a few dozen times, extending a 3-minute song to 1 or more hours, just like looping a song, but don't really need to click the loop button. She wishes people stop uploading song cover endurance version like that. Audiences could loop the original version themselves, and I completely agree with her. For people who are making videos like that for commercial gain, it's just shameless piracy. Those are two extreme examples. In my observation, many clippers are nicer people who clip with appreciations to the streamer and devotion to their own works, but it does not mean their work's not problematic. There's a famous clip series called hololive-EN without context in hololive-EN fan community. The clipper selects funny little moments and scenes from hololive-EN members' streams that are even shorter than most clips because of the complete deprivation of context. The clipper then edits all those little moments together. The final compilation needs no logic. The audience don't need to know what the streamers were doing or talking about, but just enjoy the funny little moments and short phrases and misleading conversations. So is no context bad? Not necessarily. At least in this case, the clipper is not only creative, but smart. The compilation of even shorter clips generate broader interest and views, with more work put in for sure. But most importantly, avoids a huge ethical concern of clipping, which is exactly the loss of context. The clip series stands out because it claims it has no context, so fans can imagine whatever context possible, while clearly knowing that's not the real context. You're looking for fun, so I bait you with fun. We don't do context here, that's an agreement. You want to know what really happened there? Find out yourself. The audience are then misled with a consent and an invitation to know more about the streamer with their own eyes. However, the real problem arises when the clip gives an illusion of providing the right context or intentionally avoids the context. I won't provide specific example here, but just try to remember, have you ever seen a VTuber accidentally say something that could be interpreted as something misleading or straightforward erotic? Knowing the streamer didn't mean it that way, the live chat responds rapidly. The streamer then realizes and also responds. You, as an audience member, know this moment will be clipped. The chat even says, "Hi, Clipper," in the real-time comment. And a few hours later, a clip of that comes out. A simple moment like that could be clipped in many different ways, sometimes with a few sentences before the streamer said the thing. The audience who sees the clip would then understand she didn't say it intentionally, or trying to make it viral, naming the clip as blah blah say something horny, then only clip the moment she said the thing. And it really appears that she did say that, she didn't mean it herself. That is what they say misleading. Furthermore, there are surely people who don't check out full original streams. They might click the timestamps listed in the comments for certain moments of a stream, or in most cases, they go for clips that provide quick access to those moments and fan discussions. But how can it not be problematic to know a streamer completely through someone else's lenses and selection? For instance, I enjoy watching hololive-EN, but I have only watched some of Callie, Kiara and Ina's streams in full, and therefore have certain degrees of understanding on their personalities in my own observation. I've always loved Gula's singing, but I don't enjoy Amelia's content that much. Because all the clips I've seen of her are about erotic memes of ground pound and audience's moms. It feels disrespectful. It's not even about dislike or anything, just what I know about her through other people's selection made me lose the interest of knowing her. This is definitely not her fault and not even the clipper's fault. Every VTuber has moments like these, and they are indeed contents that get decent views and audience reaction. But since I have no obligation to learn what kind of person she really is, my prejudice remained for months. Until recently, I got really addicted to The Witcher 3 and really wanted to watch some VTubers' playthrough of the game. I remember she played it for a few streams, so I checked them out and found her likable. She can be thoughtful when playing it seriously, respectful to the characters, and angry to the wife beater in the narrative. She's as vivid as anyone else I loved, but I never knew this from only scrolling down clip recommendations of overwhelming bottom-left VTuber moments. Again, that might be something the clippers need to take into consideration, but it's not clippers' fault. More like fundamental differences between clips and streams. Then with spectating clips, my view has been further broadened when started making clips myself. I was reluctant to make clips at first, simply because I feel it's something anyone who knows simple editing could do. It's not like editing a film, which the editor needs to deal with hundreds of thousands of inconsistent footages that each has different paces, protagonists, and context. But the VTuber contents are logical, consistent, and recreational in themselves. They're already complete works in themselves. All the clippers need to do is to select, to condense, to accelerate this already fast pace of media consumption. With all due respect to all clippers, I felt that not only I could be a clipper, but anyone could also take my place to clip. It seemed to be all about who's faster, who baits the audience better, who spends more time in it. Until a few weeks ago, I started making translated clips of a Chinese virtual idol group called ASO. I made a video essay about them at a virtual idol spectacle. Consider checking it out if you're interested. They debuted half of a year ago, and they are arguably the most popular virtual streamers in Chinese virtual streaming market right now. The mic control named Eileen in the group is the most intelligent and the most treacherous virtual streamer I've ever seen. I'm so into her streaming style and hence the whole group. Their technology and way of presenting content is quite unique and worth sharing, since no one's making translations of them at all. I was thinking, why not doing it myself? So I started. I had fun and learned things from making those clips. Not many people watched, but still I realized what kind of power I'm granting myself. In the very first clip I made, in which Bella, who is a professional ballet dancer, now the leading dancer of the idol group, is showing Eileen dances in different genres. By then I only watched them for a few days. I misunderstood Bella's English name and typed it as something else in the clip. Some people enjoyed the clip, but no one from YouTube's able to identify my mistake, because literally no one knew them before. I can misspell their names and mistranslate their contents all I want as long as it seems logical and consistent. No one will notice. With the power of language barrier and editing, even just temporarily, I'm able to manipulate people's perception of them. The problems in translation do exist in some cases, but big ups to all clippers who translate. This thing is hard. Each sentence needs to be thoroughly examined. The languages and contexts are complicated and different. Translating is an endless pursuit to the closest meaning possible. Now finally comes to the part where I don't need to worry about offending other people. It's my personal afterthoughts as someone that makes video like this that have tried clipping. Say, editing is a powerful tool to manipulate, but most times we use it to make the narrative go fluently, the emotion more infectious, the subject of the clip more lovable. No conspiracy here. We do it because it brings pleasure to us and other people. I enjoyed clipping. However, there's still a downside to it. When I'm just watching contents for my own pleasure, I realize I sometimes evaluate moments of whether that's worthy of a clip. Though I'm not really going to clip that, I care too much about people's response to a certain moment. I somehow shatter the whole spectating experience into pieces, as clip material that needs to be selected and rearranged. Not only I have different thoughts on contents that I'm not clipping, before they already existed clips of mine, I'm reluctant to rewatch the original streams because I think I've watched and edited them. My experience on that moment is stolen or exaggerated by my own clipping, my remediation of this moment. So, in this aspect, clippers who clip with love and respect to the streamer deserve to be appreciated. Clipping's not only time and energy consuming, but costs patience, passion, and love. Sometimes even, I was lost in the virtual spectacle made of advanced technology, sheer beauty of art, the charm of humanity, the infectious passion from fans and fan creations. I misbelieved I'm part of it, but the truth is no. I stay in the audience seat and witness how they make the most of themselves and audience with the talents, the hard working, and most importantly the stage of virtual performing. I feel like I was still in their honor. I was duplicating the spectacle they created, without putting in much effort of my own. I just fancy a specific moment too much, so I clip it, as if I can possess it by doing so, as if I really participated in their performance. But in the end, I remain to be in an audience, who do not own and cannot create this virtual spectacle by myself. I guess that's why I'm making videos like this. I can have the feeling of creating something of my own. That's my current thoughts on VTuber clips, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you like my content, you can consider support me at Ko-Fi and follow me on Twitter. I'll see you in the next video.